In a gutsy performance by an Iowa football team. We had great respect for them coming in. They did everything to show that the respect was well earned. Our football team, they came here to accomplish some certain goals, and one, our team, they wanted to be a part of a legacy that is the first time in school history that they've won 10 straight, 4 years in a row, and they wanted to be a part of a bowl championship. They really saw this opportunity to finish the season and win a championship. And they recognized this team would be configured uniquely one last time. That the seniors, some of the juniors would leave, and they would commit to playing for everybody in that room. And they played as a team. I think they did all the things that they needed to do to ensure victory. Practiced hard, prepared, and then played a gutsy performance from start to finish. The young quarterback, he first time out, he did some things that he'd like to have back, but managed the game and comes away with victory. Really proud of defense. Defense played spectacularly. If you have to look at the turnovers or the kickoff return, there's a chance that defense could have played perfectly in the game. And then on the offensive side, rush the football well. And Jeremy Hill, if you give Jeremy Hill an opportunity to close out a victory, he knows what that means. And he really put the finishing touches on an Iowa team in this game in the back end, 200+ yards. And we're awful proud of him now. I'm legitimately not supposed to give you the MVP trophy, but I think that you're here for a very specific reason. And congratulations on that MVP trophy. Do I take questions?
Yeah. Les, your defense. Did you see the performance earlier this week out of them that they could do what they did tonight?
Anytime you play the last game, it's a key piece that to what extent are these guys going to just fight to the very end of the game? And I can see that. I can see that there's a commitment to the guys in that room, to our team, to the hard work that's each and every guy in that room has gone through, the commitment to each other. Yeah, there was no question they were going to play like this.
Coach, yesterday I asked you the top thing of the keys to victory. You said, run the football, stop the run. You could have been more prophetic.
Well, I think that's a pretty standard rule, but Iowa is a tremendously talented rushing team, real strong offensive line. They're committed there, and we had to step into that and stop it, and then run the football against a very good Iowa defense. That was really the mark and the tail of the day.
Coach, you started out the game with 12 consecutive running plays. Is that scripted, or is that just kind of how the game plan worked out?
Well, we probably would have gone with 13, 14 straight running plays, but I think we scored at 12. I think we realized that there's some advantages right there, and we didn't really want to go away from them. And we would eventually throw the football. We knew we came in with a quality plan that way. It just turned out that we had advantages, and we were going to stay with those calls.
Talk about Anthony and how much you expect for him to improve over the course of an offseason, what this offense could be.
Well, Anthony Jennings in his first start, he was tight as heck, and it's his first interception of note, and he came to the sideline just sick, and he's got to drop it. We were in the middle of the game. It's there's some lessons that he learned that that will benefit him as he goes forward. And, again, he was not perfect by any stretch, but he did the things that he needed to do. We were pretty excited about the fact that he might have taken that fourth down in the game snap, which would have possibly given our opponent we were telling him to stop. No, but again, first outing, he learned a lot.
How do you think Quentin did for Ego?
Quinn Thomas played a ton of football, made some stops. I really think he and Christian Lockature and certainly 90 stepped in there and played played a very significant role in that game.
Les, I think you may have already said that Jarvis and Odell are declaring for the draft.
I have not said that.
Okay.
I have not. I think there's a chance that could happen, but that's not my place.
You mentioned the emotion of the guys playing in their last games. How much of a benefit was that for this team to find motivation? And you talked about 10 wins, all year.
There's I really mean that this team is committed to each other. That we had a meeting last night in the hotel where we really give the team the opportunity to speak to each other, and you could tell that there was a bond between the guys in that room. They cared for each other, and they were going to play for each other. And that to me was as telling as anything. That including the great practice week, that they were going to come to play, and they did. And I honestly, I'm really thrilled that Jay Hill had the day that he had, but I kind of wish that Landry and Beckham and for that matter, Blue and some of these other guys just had big games too, but that didn't necessarily come to play.
Les, why was it ego with the team here?
There was a medical issue where he was not allowed to be with the team, and I'm not going to say much more about it. I'm not allowed to talk about his health issues.
What was the reaction of the team when you knew he wasn't going to come, and how did they react to that?
Well, it's an interesting thing. The responsibility of our football team is to do this: is that when that starter leaves, the spot, that the guy that comes in there has a responsibility to play to that position as it's been played, at LSU, and so we understand that. And I think we are the team that played the second most true freshmen in this season. Last year we played 15. This year we played 15 as well. We understand that works, and so we just knew that no matter if somebody gets hurt in the first play, the next guy goes in, he has to play like a tiger.
Les, you touched on Jeremy's play earlier. Could you kind of refresh it, just setting the tone early and then capping the game late in that touchdown run? Just how tough you run?
Well, again, we hit a couple of things that we knew were going to be good early on in the game, and pressed them, stayed with them, and Jay Hill made some nice cuts early on, and we take a very significant lead, and then late in the game, it's cover zero, and if you can make a guy miss, it's a big game. If you can put two defenders behind one blocker, it's a huge game, and Jay Hill knew that, and he's one of those backs that, given the opportunity to close out a game, he knows what to do, and made some nice cuts. But when you give him that spot, that opportunity extending the play, he can score, and he did.
Les, did you feel like this was more of an old-fashioned football game? Do you feel like it was maybe 20 years ago, the way the game was played?
Yeah, I think you get into games, and I think it could have turned out, really a number of ways, and much differently. But certainly we had the ability to run the football. They had the ability to run the football. This was one of the possible outcomes. Should our quarterback hit a couple passes, it could have been, a little bit different as well, and certainly. But yeah, this. It certainly is, as I look back on it, I sure did enjoy it, just like it was 20 years ago.
Coach, now the season's over, how important are the announcements of a few various prospects tomorrow to feature this program?
Yeah, I will look forward to the second. It'll be a good day, I'm certain, one way or the other. And we hope to welcome some young men, unofficially.
Coach, I know there's also some decisions to be made for some of those juniors, whether they leave or not. I'm sure you'll be excited if some decide to stay, but I'm sure you'll be excited if they decide to go make money in the NFL.
I'm sure I'm going to be excited. I can tell you this, that there's a point in time where the decision is a personal one and one that you take a mom or a dad and family and you sit down and you kind of map it out and you find out about, what goals you have and really where, what benefits you best. And it's not the head coach's decision. And I have to be honest with you, I give them everything I got, and I generally give an opinion. But I am very fortunate to represent quality men who give me everything I ask them for. I promise you this, I looked on that field and every guy just gave 100% effort and contact at risk of injury. And for me, if they decide it's their last one, I'm going to support them and love them and go to recruit them.
Coach, in the same vein, all-out effort. Jamie Keane probably has the game of the season. DJ Walter steps up. James Wright.
How about Jamie Keane? Are you kidding me? Bang! Oh my goodness! I mean, he always could hit the ball like that, but bang! He had another one, and that was a lot of fun for the coach. We needed him then, and he came through big time. So James Wright has been a leader of our football team. He's played just all out. I mean, I want you to know something. If you look for a guy that's as an example to effort and energy, that's James Wright. You just point at that guy and you tell your team do what he does. And you know what? You're gonna miss him. Here's what happens. You really grow with them a little bit. You share their lives. It's you see who they are, and you miss them. You say goodbye. So you miss them.
Thank you, Coach.
See ya.
Thanks, folks.